Do you know what the Day of Atonement is, though? Let's jump into Leviticus chapter 16 and find out, shall we? Leviticus, the third book of the Bible, is a rich tapestry of laws and rituals, but chapter 16 holds a particular intrigue. This chapter forms the nucleus of the book, presenting the solemn Day of Atonement. It's a blend of intricate rituals, deep symbolism, and profound spiritual implications. So why does this chapter matter? Why has it endured through the ages? Join us as we journey through the verses of this chapter, unlocking its meanings and significance. Now let's dive into the first 10 verses of Leviticus chapter 16. In these opening verses, we are brought face to face with the Day of Atonement. This was a day of significant importance to the Israelites, a day set aside for the expiation of the collective sins of the people. The Lord speaks to Moses after the death of Aaron's two sons when they approached the Lord inappropriately. The Lord warns Aaron through Moses not to enter the most holy place whenever he chooses, lest he die. This emphasizes the sanctity of the most holy place and the reverence it commands. Aaron is instructed to bring a young bull for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering. This reflects the two main types of offerings in the Israelite sacrificial system: sin and burnt offerings. The sin offering is for atonement, while the burnt offering is an act of total surrender to God. Then Aaron is commanded to wear sacred garments, symbolizing his role as a high priest. He is to bathe his body in water before donning these clothes, an act representing purification. Verses 7 to 10 introduce the two goats. Aaron is to present them before the Lord at the entrance of the tent of meeting. One goat is chosen by lot for the Lord and is to be sacrificed as a sin offering. The other goat, however, is designated as the scapegoat, to be presented alive before the Lord and sent into the wilderness, bearing the sins of the people. This practice represents the two aspects of atonement. The first goat symbolizes the need for a blood sacrifice to atone for sin. The second goat symbolizes the removal of sins, carrying them away into the wilderness, never to return. These verses set the stage for the ritualistic practices that will follow. Moving forward, we explore verses 11 to 34. In these verses, Aaron is instructed to make an offering of a bull for a sin offering for himself and his household. This is the first instance where we see the concept of atonement, a critical theme in the Bible that represents making amends for transgressions and errors. After Aaron has made an offering for his own sins, he then takes two goats, one for a sin offering to the Lord and the other to be the scapegoat. The scapegoat plays a significant role in the process of atonement. It is sent into the wilderness, symbolically carrying away the sins of the people. This act illustrates the concept of transference, where sins are not merely forgiven, but are actually taken away, a theme that resonates throughout biblical teachings. The verses continue to describe the cleansing of the most holy place. Aaron is to sprinkle the blood of the bull and the goat on the mercy seat and in front of it. This act of sprinkling the blood is a symbolic gesture of cleansing and purifying. It signifies the removal of the stain of sin, creating a clean slate for the people. Following this, Aaron makes atonement for the tabernacle and the altar, again using the blood of the bull and the goat. This act of atonement is not just for the people, but also for the sacred spaces they inhabit. It highlights the importance of maintaining purity in all aspects of life, not just in our actions, but also in our surroundings. Lastly, the verses outline a yearly ritual on the 10th day of the 7th month, marking the Day of Atonement. On this day, no work is to be done, and the people are to humble themselves before God. This serves as a reminder of the importance of introspection, humility, and the need for atonement in our lives. These verses encapsulate the essence of the Day of Atonement. To conclude, let's recap the key points we've discovered in Leviticus chapter 16. This chapter introduces us to the Day of Atonement, an essential event in the Jewish calendar. It outlines detailed rituals performed by the high priest, including the sacrifice of two goats, one for the Lord and the other as a scapegoat. These rituals serve to cleanse the community of its sins, demonstrating the significance of atonement. Leviticus chapter 16 is a testament to the intricate rituals of the Old Testament, providing us with a rich understanding of the Day of Atonement. Are you ready for the next chapter? Just click here to go straight to it.